Hey guys, it's Backpack Jack
and Backpack Boy,
and we're off today for a little adventure in the woods. Come on along with us and let's have some fun. So here we go. We're gonna go back down our trail here and we'll see what it's like. I think it's gonna be pretty wet. Okay, you check that creek before we go across it. All right, let's go. So this is our hike today. We're gonna go a few miles on this. Down at this end, anyways, is pretty darn icy. There's still some snowpack on the side. We've had it melt the last few days. We've got above zero for the first time in over a month. And the snow has melted and we've now got skating rinks instead of hiking trails. We should have brought our skates. Let's go, lead the way. It's a little better now. Back onto the snowpack. Overturned tree over there. We are looking for a spot to make a little shelter, little base camp for a little while. We're going to make a campfire and have some lunch. Lots of down wood in here. Just going to find the perfect spot. Oh, look at this squirrel right here. This guy has got some nice big pieces already coming off of it. They'll make great tinder for our fire, and we can take it off here without hurting the tree. Just going to remember not to go all the way around, right? Okay, just crack some off, and we're going to put it in our tinder bundles. That's right. See that little pine tree right there? All those dead branches on the bottom? Great, great tinder and kindling for our fire. So we're going to come back and harvest some of this once we find our base camp, okay? Lead the way. So I'm following some deer tracks in the snow and ice. Maybe we'll find some shed antlers. It seems a little early in the season to me, but we're looking anyways. My scout is way the heck up there. I'm gonna have to go catch up with him. The bag that's hanging off of Backpack Boy's backpack is a shopping bag. It's got some fish and some beans in it for lunch, and it's also our tinder bag. As we go along, we're collecting up natural tinder to start our fire. So right in there, we found a spot that looks like it might make a pretty good shelter site. It's really dry underneath a cedar tree. But is it going to be a good spot for us? How come?
fallen wood.
Fallen wood, widowmakers. Widowmakers. When we look around here just a little bit more, what we find is a tree has fallen over onto the cedar tree. Branches are resting on the branches right above where our shelter would be. We could probably set up a good spot there. It wasn't for that tree, but should we keep looking? Alright, let's go. Lead on. More deer tracks. We're going to keep following them. I don't think they're particularly fresh. I think they've been there for a while. But there's some little ones and some big ones. And we're going to keep following them. So we've just come out of the forest. We're in a pretty open space out here, and that wind is blowing pretty strong out here, isn't it?
Yep.
Is it cold wind?
Yeah.
A little bit. It's not too bad after the winter we've been having. That's Lake Ontario down there, and that wind just whips off of it. So we're gonna go, no, let's keep moving forward straight that way, and we'll go back into the forest and find a spot to make our shelter. Here, Poop. Come see. bunch of deer poop down in here. Now I've never tried it, but I've heard a rumor that you can use this as tinder for your fire. That is pretty frozen in there, so we're going to leave it alone. We've got lots of tinder and kindling with us, right? And we can get some more? Alright, so let's keep going. Found our spot. We think. Got a big old pine tree. Big enough for him to climb. A little bit of dry ground underneath here. Block out some of that wind. Still got snow cover over there that we can put the campfire on. You can see one of the problems with this park is that underneath the snow and the ice, there's all kinds of pine duff and leaves, and it is basically just a great big tinder box waiting to take off. So if we're going to do a fire, we have to do it really safely. So we want to stay away from these overhanging branches. We want to be out on the snow. So we're going to drop our packs and we're going to start foraging. Please don't go much higher than that. Okay, that is pretty high height to fall from. The challenge isn't how high you can climb. The challenge is how high can you fall from. And that, sir, is pretty high. Alright, we gotta get working on our fire, okay? Kindling, tinder, go. So, someone who's been here before us and obviously knows the magic of pine resin and fatwood, and they have had a go at this branch here. Now, I don't know if it was dead before or whether they just cut it down or whether it was live, but it does smell like fatwood in there. I'm gonna leave it there and we'll find some more. Backpack boy is still trying to get himself out of the tree without breaking his neck. I'm gonna start working on a fire pit. So Backpack boy and I are collecting more kindling and tinder. We found this nice paper birch tree. We're gonna pull some of that off. This bark is more like paper and it takes a spark a little bit easier than the thick stuff we found earlier. So it is good practice for Backpack boy. There's also lots of light fluffy stuff around of different varieties. So this is a great spot for him to practice his campfire skills. Lots of natural materials. Everything's frozen right now, so we're not really in that huge a jeopardy of starting a forest fire, as long as we're careful. And he can go and forage and have fun and pretend to attack zombies and ninjas and when other aliens are coming to invade us here at our camp. You can see it's a beautiful, beautiful day. We're up above zero today. I think it was about +6 or so when we left. When the wind blows, it gets a little bit cooler, but it is glorious out here. Alright, back to camp. Alright, so I got a nice pile of kindling here. I'm heading back to camp. Backpack boy, what are you working on? Wood shavings. We're going to try to get about a hatful to get us started. It's going to take a little while. It's going to take some work, but it will be well worth it. A little pile of good job here. Tinder. So we are getting there. Get some wood shavings going. I'm going to keep working on our hearth and our platform, and we'll be able to light it pretty soon. Right, what we're going to do for Backpack boy here is we've got some of that paper birch that we collected. We've got a little bit of cotton ball, and we're going to mush them all together and make him a tinder bundle. And then he's got a bunch of pine twigs and cedar twigs and some cedar bark. We're going to mix it up all together, put a little fat wood, and we're going to get ready to light this fire. So Backpack boy is ready to start his fire. We've got a little base here. We've got a brace at the back to hold his kindling. His tinder bundle is ready. He's got birch bark, cedar bark, pine shavings, cedar shavings, and one cotton ball. To get it going, he's going to use his ferro rod and his more scout knife to get her going. Alright, put it right in there. Put the fire still right in there. Remember, it doesn't have to be fast. It has to be hard. There you go. Get your twigs ready. That's it. Put it right over top. Lean it on the brace. That's right. Get some more. Okay, you're going to put some more twigs on there. There you go. Yeah, you might want to take your gloves off so the floppy part doesn't get in the fire. I really don't want to have to tell you that again. There we go, it's getting hot. I'm moving back. We have fat wood here. Looks like we're not going to need it. Get some more twigs on there. Gotta get another bundle ready to go. Oh, put it on there gently. There. Alright, look at that. One scrape of the fire steel. And you've got a pretty darn good fire. Good job. Cold? Hungry? Alright. Okay, put another bundle of twigs on there. We want to get some fatter kindling. Okay, get some thicker. That wind is blowing. Alright, we're going to let that burn down. And we'll get some lunch. There we go. Backpack Boy's fire is doing really well. And we're getting ready for lunch. He's got the can opener. Open a can of maple style brown beans. His favorite breakfast. And we've got a piece of steelhead trout that we're going to grill up on there as well. Our tree is making a nice little base camp here. We got our gear all hung up out of the way, off the snow and ice. Most important to keep it dry. Our tinder bundle, or our pile of firewood here, is doing well. We don't have any huge pieces, and that's okay because we don't want a big fire. We are under a tree. We've got some clearance from the tree, but the wind is blowing and we don't want to start a forest fire in here, so we're being very careful. But we're both hungry and we're both a little chilly, so here comes. Alright, so breakfast, lunch, brunch is cooking. We got some ice in there melting to make some hot chocolate. We've got some beans over here. They've already been bubbling. We've moved them away from the coals so we don't burn them while we wait for our trout. This nice tail piece of steelhead trout. This piece right here is my favorite. This piece up here is Backpack Boy's favorite, so this is the perfect piece for us. And for seasoning today, we ran out of Mrs. Dash, but the grocery store had lemon pepper with its own grinder on sale for even cheaper than Mrs. Dash, so we're going to give that a try today. That wind is howling, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, let's get cooking here. Lemon pepper trout. We've got lemon pepper in its grinder, and this is really, really easy to use. Just grind it, and then you pop the lid, and in there is your lemon pepper. I'm going to sprinkle it on the fish. You can also just do it this way, right on. Very often we just use salt and pepper or Mrs. Dash, but fresh ground pepper is so good. And this was super cheap. This is only $2 at the grocery store today. It's Clubhouse seasoning. We use the pepper grinder version of this a lot, and it's really, really good. So we'll test this out today. Alright, time to put this baby on the fire. So lunch is coming along nicely. We've taken our beans out of the can and we've got them in our canteen cups, keeping them warm while our trout cooks. Look at that. If only we had smell-o-vision. Oh my gosh. Our ice is melted and our water is warming up. Hopefully going to be boiled soon. I'm going to have some coffee. Backpack Boy has decided he doesn't want hot chocolate, is that correct?
I'm sure.
Okay. Beans and trout coming up shortly. So we decided that we really like this spot and we're coming back, so we've made a little firewood rack here out of the back of the tree, and we're going to stock some of our kindling up in there for the next time we come around. Backpack Boy is gathering more, or supposed to be. And lunch is just about ready. Our beans are bubbling, our fish is cooked, our water, we're going to leave that on there a little bit longer. It is time to eat. And there it is. We knew it was going to happen. We've heard all the naysayers tell us, and there it is. Light my fire, plastic spork, broken. You going to use it anyway?
Yep.
Alright, have at it. I think Backpack Boy's next version is going to be titanium, just like Mom's. The spoon rocks. Is it working okay?
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, look at that. It's a little crusty on the skin, but who cares? That meat is going to be delicious! How are your beans?
Good.
Right. Get the sun here. How's that? Oh yeah, thumbs up. Really, really good. Fresh fish on the campfire. Yum. Maybe this year will be the year we catch our trout.
Hopefully.
And cook one we caught ourselves. Let's dig in. Good?
Yeah.
Yeah? Beans with it. Beans and fish. So good. Pardon?
You're a genius with the beans and fish.
I'm a genius with the beans and fish. Favorite breakfast ever? Me too.
Beans, bacon, and fish.
Beans, bacon, and fish.
That would be good.
Bacon next time?
Yeah.
Bacon next time. My boy's brilliant. So, our fire's just about done. We've disassembled our platform and our brace. And we're gonna put that out in a little while. It's pretty much gone out. I'm gonna finish off my coffee. Backpack Boy's got a little bit more Pop-Tart s'more left. And that is our day. Did you have fun?
Yep.
Yeah? Thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching. Hoping you have a great day too. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So Backpack Boy is desperate to go fishing or skating out there on that lake. We have had a warm-up this week and the shore is slushy. Not really safe. Not really comfortable. There are still ice fishing huts out there on the far side though. So I'm sure there's a way out there. But for now, he's just going to practice his spear techniques. He watched Carl Craven make a spear this week, and he has been fixated on it ever since. Boy, I wish I could be 11 again.